again, my lovely gardening friends. How are you today? I'm Mark. I'm a biotech geek and your gardening freak. Today we are still talking about this lovely plant, the poinsettia, because many of you, in fact, have contacted me and asked me, hey Mark, can you tell us, can you explain us how on earth are they able to produce those lovely colors with the bracts? These are not flowers, these are bracts. Well, those bracts are so beautiful and they have so many colors. Are they found like that in nature? Do they find some cream poinsettias or white poinsettias or apricot poinsettias or orange or fluorescent red poinsettias in nature? Do they find that in Mexico? And I say, well, no, not at all. And you hit the mother lode with this question, because you are bringing me to talk about how we create new plant varieties. Well, how is it done? Well, to explain that, we just need to go back and review a few little notions of biology. And this notion has to do with selection. Okay, so there are two types of selection: the natural selection and you have the artificial selection. So let's talk a little bit about artificial selection. And for explaining you the process of artificial selection, let me tell you about the history or the story of a gentleman, another Charles. His name was Charles Edward Saunders. Okay, he was a Canadian botanist, he was a Canadian agronomist or agrologist, and he was very interested about crossing the wheat varieties in order to improve the Canadian wheat pool. Okay, so he did a lot of experiments, he did a lot of crossings, he did a lot of tests, and one of his tests consisted to take some wheat grains and chew them. And so he went everywhere in the prairies in his country of Western Canada, so beautiful, for spacious skies and amber waves of grain. Have I heard that before? Anyway, it's the same thing. So he kept chewing and chewing, and then finally he found the perfect balance between the starch and the protein content of the wheat grain. And those proteins are two proteins, and those two proteins confer the viscoelastic properties of dough. And the more protein content relative to the starch, well, the better dough you have. And he discovered a wonderful variety that is known throughout the world and is being grown in Canada and in the United States of America. Yes, we're talking about the Marquis wheat. He called it Marquis. He didn't call it Mark. He called it Marquis. So, Marquis in French. So, well, his work was so absolutely important that he was knighted in 1934 by King George V in London. And his contribution is so important because you see, the famous Parisian bread baguette has this wonderful flavor, this wonderful taste, this wonderful consistency in the mouth. Okay, and this is due because of the discovery of Mr. Saunders. Okay, so the Canadians and the Americans supply the European bakeries with the Marquis wheat, and guess what? They tried to grow it in Russia. They tried to grow it in the Ukraine. They tried to grow it in Argentina. They tried to grow it in China. Well, tough luck. It only grows well in the beautiful country of Canada and the United States of America. So there we go, okay, for artificial selection. It takes a while, it takes a long time, it took Sir Charles Edward Saunders, years and years and years of crosses and mastication and sowing and harvesting these wheats in order to find the right one. Okay? Nowadays, we are not that patient. We really want to have our results as quick as possible. And now it's time to talk about another way to perform artificial selection, this time by using the tools of genetic engineering and molecular biology in the next video. So, thanks for watching, and let's take indoor and outdoor gardening to new heights by combining the powerful effect of the bioponics soil conditioner, which is 100% natural and organic, combined with the bioponics liquid plant nutrient. Those two components go well together, just like horse and carriage, to bring your plants to a thing of absolute beauty. So thanks for sharing those videos, and take good care of your lovely plants, and we'll see you soon. Ciao for now.